Hello, everybody. I am Purple Thickman, and today we're going to be checking out Dungeon Color. And we'll just get right into it. So this game is actually, you can see I've played just a few of the levels. This game is actually made by the same dev who made Colorful Color. So you'll see some similar mechanics. Actually, like the main menu here is pretty much exactly the same. The level select screen pretty much the same. It just doesn't tell you all of the like numbers for every level. It's just a little lock. And you'll see we're gonna just start with the first level here to introduce everything. And it is another color-based puzzle game. So similar to Colorful Color, which should come out on my YouTube channel before this game. You touch a color, you essentially take on the essence of that color, and it interacts with the world. So for this one, all of the gates that are the same color as you open up. And you, excuse me, you can see this is kind of like the same basis of Colorful Color, where all of the puzzle solving here is based on interacting with the world in a way that lets you make it to the end here. So actually, if we went up here and touched this yellow, this is something that I really like about the devs of this game, is they put these little traps here throughout their levels instead of making a level overly difficult or like especially confusing as a puzzle game. It's normally geared more towards if you don't look ahead for the puzzles, you'll just kind of trap yourself and have to restart. More along the lines of punishing mistakes rather than just making something very difficult to figure out, which is not something that I see all that much in puzzle games, but it's a approach to level design that I actually really enjoy. Another thing is these games are normally pretty short. The levels for sure, just the one screen puzzler here. But I actually really like that. They don't overstay their welcome. They're very we have to avoid all of these. Oh no. At least we don't have to restart here. Maybe if I do this with the mouse and keyboard, it'll be a little bit easier. There we go. A little too much freedom with the joystick. Okay. Oh, I think if I grab this green, I can just go straight to the end. There's so many other things that you could be doing, but if you grab this one green, you're done. That's why, like I said, I really like the level design that this dev has, because if you just kind of look, and that's normally not the approach I take to puzzle games like at all, but if you just kind of look ahead at the level and you understand the mechanics well enough, you can definitely figure out where you need to go without falling for any of the traps. And it looks like most of these blues are traps. We do want to grab this one and then go green to the end here. Awesome. Y-Man looks like Cuphead. Kind of. I think it's mainly the blocky head, right? I do like the little character design. They don't really look like Cuphead to me. They look more like the Michelin Man, like the tire mascot. Okay, so we want to go green here, and that lets us go back for red. If they just gave the body like some little fat rolls on it, this would 100% be the Michelin Man. Getting this green, I think, traps me. So we have this red. Oh, there's like, I think I actually have to take advantage of that little bit of delay. So it was green for red here, and we have to make it into this room. Oh, you can't. Okay, never mind. Green. Because if we get the red, it doesn't super help me. The map looks like a fish. It does look like a fish. I wonder if I have not noticed that all. I wonder if all the maps like look like something. I just wanted to grab this yellow to see what it did. Pretty much nothing. Even if I grab this, just kind of spitballing at this point. If I come down here, no! Oh no, I'm stuck in the wall! Oh, you can zoom in. Oh, that doesn't zoom in, that kills you. Okay. So I have no color now. Okay. Actually, did not know that was the thing you could do. I mean, it makes sense that you start out each level without a designated color. Go down here, and I want to avoid this yellow and grab this green. But I don't... This doesn't really do anything for me, because I just end up at... Yeah. Yeah, that meant, you know, you really got to pay attention. Again, like, the level design that this dev does, it's just really clever in the little things that they take advantage of. Because I was so convinced that, like, grabbing that green wasn't going to do anything for me. And I was very wrong. Speaking of green, I think I just killed myself. Because you can just walk, literally the same thing that got me last time. You can just walk right over this green door. I really have to pay attention to that. And then we want yellow and blue. Oh, but before we go, what does this level look like? Anything to to anybody? If you have any idea, definitely let me know. It kind of looks like a snail without a shell to me, and especially with the two yellow lights, like almost like a human face, which is definitely the stuff of nightmares. But that's immediately where my mind goes. Key. Get key, get red. Okay. This is just a level introducing a new mechanic. Maybe a Pokemon. I haven't kept up with Pokemon since like Gen 3. It would not surprise me if there's some Pokemon that just look like nightmare monsters. We also have yellow available to us. I guess the one key opens everything. So I'm gonna go red. And then I'm gonna grab this key. There's pretty much no reason to grab the blue at all. Just I guess it does save like maybe a little bit of time on your way to go grab the green there, like if you were speedrunning this. It was a pig, that one was the key. That makes sense. Speaking of keys, there's a couple more. So now they're color coded. I think I have to leave again and go all the way around here to get this red. That will unlock the green key. Okay, which unlocks the... Oh, gotta dodge this here. Let me let me get past it. No, I don't want to touch it. Okay, if you just go down, you won't touch it. And grab this key, and then again, I do not want to touch that blue. Okay. All right, and it looks like the blue will take me to the end here. I don't... There's this other key here. There isn't even a green on this level. It's like just there. It's like fill in space, basically. Pufferfish for that one? The only thing I can do right now is come over here. Let's grab this red, which unlocks green, which unlocks yellow. Very straightforward, this one. Yep, and we'll grab the key. Oop. And then it's just right back down to green, and then we should be... That's the end there. There's also a nice mix within the level design of like some like more difficult, or not necessarily difficult, but levels where there's like some sort of like trick to figuring out where you need to go, or like an easy way to mess up and get trapped, and levels that are like really straightforward and like almost impossible to mess up. Like this definitely seems like one of the more, like the last level was pretty much just follow the path. This one, there's a lot more options. Like there's like from the beginning 3 colors that we could grab, and a bunch of different paths because of that. It does look like I just need to get a yellow, which I just need red. I do need to avoid these blues here, or I just lose time. And grab this key. All right. Yeah, that's literally get the right color to get yellow, and that's pretty much the whole thing there. I guess I could have saved maybe a little bit of time if I would have grabbed the screen here, because I could have gone straight across instead of worrying about hitting the blue, which I ended up doing anyway. But that's stuff that would really concern like pathing for a speed run if somebody were to... A lot going on here. If somebody were to be like speed running this game, you'd have to be a lot more concerned about like which path is the most efficient for getting where you need. And if it's a puzzle game, you're just trying to get to the end as fast as possible. You're gonna know all of the where do I need to get? It looks like I need to get green to get the other key, because I need the yellow key, which is locked behind a red. Which if I grab this red, I can go get this green here. Yeah, sometimes I feel a little conflicted, like thinking about if I want to run some of these games, especially if they're a puzzle game. Just because you basically memorize the puzzles and it's kind of just getting to the end as fast as possible. And I want to stay green here. Which sometimes seems like a weird concept to me, to just memorize all of the answers to a puzzle game and then just do the inputs. But I mean, that's basically just what speedrunning is for everything. Memorizing how to get to an end goal and then just doing it fast. The only major difference between most games is there's also normally like some sort of combat or that unlocked that. And then I want green will just lock me in. I think red, yeah, red gets me where I want to go. But sometimes speedrunning isn't about just playing a game that's difficult really fast. Sometimes it's about playing a game that you really like really fast. Yellow is what I want now. And then like literally have to become red. So I definitely want to grab this key first. Again, this is another good like example of if I would have gone the shorter way, which is to grab this key first, it would have actually trapped me. All right, I wonder what level we're on. I don't want to get too deep, so we're on an 18. I think similar to the other game from this dev, I'm just gonna play about the first 20 levels, which seems to be kind of a benchmark. At least for the other game, it was definitely one of the, like, I think it was one of the Steam achievements was to reach level 20. And then, yeah, we go red here. Dodge a blue, go all the way back across. And now it doesn't really matter. Not really too much going on in these levels. You kind of just follow the path here. Yep, another big circle here, and then we'll grab blue. I do wish the doors were a little bigger. Grab this key, and we're done. All right, not too bad. All right, so this is going to be the last level that we're going to take on here. It doesn't look overly difficult. I want to grab this to get this key first, for sure. And then I need red and then green. If we do this. I do think this game would be really fun. I need yellow again. Okay. I do think this game would be really fun to route as like a puzzle game, but as a speed run, because there would be a lot of like, you know, coming around to hug corners and stuff and moving just as fast as possible, especially in the areas where you're, yeah, another Steam achievement for reaching level 20. Whoa! This is the new mechanic, it looks like here. Yep. Teleporters are added. So with this dev, at least with this game and the other game, right about the time you hit level 20, there's a Steam achievement, but it also adds like another like big mechanic for the game. So if we just beat this level real quick, I'm sure this next level is going to be incorporating like, oh yeah, wow, I actually really like that. That's that's really cool. So I wonder, let's confirm this beforehand. I think you need to be the right color for these. Like, do I need to be red to use these? No, you don't. Okay, I thought because these were red, you had to have a red flame to use them, but it looks like you don't. They're just straight teleporters. Very cool. All right. Gonna go ahead and finish this level. I'm gonna get before I get sucked back in, just because I've already done everything to beat it. There you can see how, at least for me, like these kind of games are really addictive. Just these like basically like mini puzzlers, one-screen puzzle games. I could, if wow, it looks like we're about halfway. I don't know if there's any more below this. So this is probably about, it looks like 50 levels. So close to halfway there. But with these little mini puzzle games, I can get sucked in and just play these straight in one go, which I think is something that's really cool about games like these. Like, I want to say that this game is like $5 on Steam. But this dev has a really unique style, and in both of the games that I've played from them, so Colorful Color and Dungeon Color, their type of level design definitely comes out. Wow, they're less than I thought. So if you're watching this on YouTube during like the holiday period, which is when they should be coming out, not quite sure. They are actually on sale for the Steam Winter Sale. And if you're watching on Twitch, obviously, you'll see that. But they're $3, and this I'm talking about Dungeon Color and Colorful Color. So they're both about $1 right now, because of the sale, which I believe goes until January 5th. But otherwise, Dungeon Color, the game that we played today, is $4, and Colorful Color, and I know I did mention this in that video, is $3, which I think is a more than a reasonable price for these games. Obviously, they're pretty short, depending on how good you are at puzzle games. You're going to get through them, I would say, in 1 to 2 hours. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, again, depending on how good you are at puzzlers, but they're not overly difficult. They're both about 50 levels. Colorful Color, I think, is about 70. But really fun games. I really enjoy these. Wonderful art direction, both of these games. I haven't played anything else by this dev, but 2 color-based puzzle games. I think they have like a type of genre that they either like or they like designing for, which I think is really cool. But I would highly recommend both of the games by this dev, who is, I don't think I said their name earlier. Is Gagonfe, Gagonfe. They're the dev and the publisher for both of these games. It looks like Colorful Color had a couple other people on, but you know, it's a dev team of 3, and then this game was made by just Gagonfe, which is really cool. To like, solo dev projects are always awesome. But that's going to be it for me. So if you're watching this on YouTube, have a good day, night, whatever it is, wherever you are, and check out everything from Gagonfe.